Hi, it's injury attorney Anne Fong, and this is what you need to know. Today, what we're going to talk about is when you're involved in an accident while you are on the job. Well, this is a very complicated subject, so I could break it down in two parts. The first part will be about when you cause an accident. So let's say that you work for Pepsi and you have a normal route and you cause an accident. However, you took a long way and you had about a 30-minute break. So instead of going directly to your next route, you stopped by PG&E to make a payment, and that's when you hit somebody. Well, in that case, even though you're driving, a company truck, your company employer may not be liable because you were frolicking. You were not acting within the course and scope of your employment. You went outside of that. So the company may not be liable. And so the flip side of that is that when you are working for a company, and even though you're driving your own vehicle, if you're working and you're an employee of the company, then your employer can be vicariously liable for your actions, right? So what that means is that if you cause an accident, your employer can be responsible if you are within the scope. So as an employee, what I would suggest is be mindful while you're on the job. Make sure that you are just doing what you're supposed to be doing while you're on the clock. You're not making extra errands, you're not picking up kids, you're not doing any of that. Otherwise, if you are, then your employer is not vicariously liable and you are personally liable because you're not within the scope of your employment. And that's what you need to know.